Yo, what is up everyone? What if is here with One Piece chapter 141 review. So this chapter of One Piece was a pretty big chapter considering a lot of points that was in this chapter. So let us go through all of them point by point. So the first point is Momonosuke talking with Yamato about Zunisha, that it came to help them in this war and fight beside them. And then Yamato replied by saying that Momonosuke is the one that will bring the dawn of this world as it was written in the log book. But Oden ripped out most of the important pages in the log book. And then Momonosuke bring out the point that should he actually open the borders of Wano after Kaido's defeat, because he feels a bit insecure about opening the borders of Wano and endangering the people within it. So I think this point will be relevant after we defeat Kaido. That there will be a point bringing that Momonosuke will bring a point of that should they actually open the borders of Wano or not. And I think that will play a big role in the coming of the story. So the second part is Raizo versus Fukurokuju. So finally the narrator came and said that Raizo is the winner of the fight between Raizo versus Fukurokuju. After that, Raizo collapsed in the ground and then Jinbei came to rescue him. And after that, there is a point that bothers me a lot. Is that after Jinbei comes to rescue Raizo from the ground, Raizo says that it's about time for the preparation. So this is the point that bothers me. Like, what preparation is it? It just came out of nowhere. It's random as preparation. So we have to wait and see what it stores for us. So the next point is Komurasaki and Orochi. In this whole confrontation with Komurasaki and Orochi, it was not that, like, it was mostly an emotional confrontation. First, Komurasaki pinned one of the sea stone nails to Orochi so that he can't transform into his Zoin form. And then just some random debris just fell into Orochi, pretty much immobilizing him. And then Komurasaki reveals that she is the daughter of Kozuki Oden, shocking Orochi in the process. So that was it. It was kind of disappointing we didn't get to see the complete closure of that part. We'll get to see that in the upcoming chapters. So the next point is Izo versus the CP0. Here we get to see that Izo actually took out one of the CP0 members, the tall one with the mask. And doing so, he himself got eliminated in the process. It was kind of like a double knockout in a sense. So after seeing that, the other CP0 member, the main one, got a call from one of the world government officers. It was an order directly from the Gorosei itself that he has to eliminate Straw Hat Luffy. So this is the main point, because reading this we can assume that the person that the Gorosei were talking about in the previous chapters was Luffy. The devil fruit that they were afraid of getting awakened might also be Luffy's devil fruit. It's just an assumption, there is no confirmation, but it's highly likely at this point of the story. So let's see how that plays out. And after that, there was pretty much just showing us the panel of where the various Straw Hats are at this point of the story. We get to see Usopp carrying Kinemon and Kiku's unconscious body to safety. Then we get to see Nami and Otama regrouping with Marco. And then we get to see Zoro. So he was about to fall down off the cliff of the Onigashima. But in the nick of time, Frankie caught him. And he was saying that, "Are you still alive, Zoro?" So seeing that, we can pretty much assume that Zoro is still unconscious. And there is no sign of the Grim Reaper whatsoever. So I think it's pretty much like a mental battle going on between the Grim Reaper and Zoro. For it's life and death situation, pretty much. Moving to the main point of this chapter, the setting up of Kaido versus Luffy. So it first starts with Kaido realizing that Big Mom was taken out by Kid and Law. After learning about this, Kaido pretty much goes in his drunk, weeping state and start crying. And after that, he pretty much goes in his own flashback where he remembers the first time he met Big Mom and the Rock's crew. There we finally get to find out the age that Kaido was in when he joined the Rock's crew, and it was 15 years old. Then Big Mom pretty much introduces herself as Lin Lin, the woman who will rule the sea someday. So after realizing that, Kaido pretty much says that he and Big Mom has a lot of history together. So after hearing this, Luffy pretty much transforms into Snake Man, and this is an important point because we get to see an actual panel of Luffy transforming into Snake Man. It was like a half silhouette kind of panel. But this is a big thing because in the entire Onigashima War, we never get to see Luffy actually transform into his Gear 4th form. We just see him in his base form, and the next panel, we just pretty much see him in his Gear 4th form. So this is a big thing because we didn't get to actually see him like blow in his arm while he was transforming. He just transformed into from his base form to his Gear 4th Snake Man form. And then after that, he just unleashed his new move called Hydra, which pretty much looks like a Calvary. If you ask me, we will get to see much more of clearly what it is, the anime. So on that, this is it for today, guys. What a Fist signing out. Take care, everyone.